In this video, I am going to talk about the quality assurance or the QA review process within Mallow. Before going through the tutorial, I think it makes sense to actually go through the life cycle of an invoice within Mallow. So when a user creates an invoice and saves it for the first time, that invoice goes to the draft status. And every time that invoice is saved, that invoice remains in draft status. Within an invoice, there are procedures or procedure codes or line items that have been flagged or configured to require supervisor review. The first time a user submits an invoice that has an item or a procedure that requires supervisor review, when that invoice is submitted, that invoice goes from draft to supervisor review status. If, however, that invoice does not contain any items that require supervisor review, then that invoice on submission goes from draft to QA review status. When an invoice that is in supervisor review status is reviewed by the supervisor and it passes the supervisor review, when that supervisor completes the review, that invoice goes from the supervisor review status to the QA review status. So where we're going to focus this tutorial today is how to complete QA review, how to complete a quality assurance review of an invoice. So I am going to log into Mallow as a user that has the QA review or the quality assurance role, which means that they have the permission to review an invoice that's in QA review status. Again, whenever you log into Mallow, you are taken to the dashboard, which has a snapshot of the system from the point of view of the user that's logged in. To review an invoice in QA review status, you would click on Invoices and you would click on QA review. Here on this page, the user will see the list of all the invoices that are in QA review status. And the number of invoices in QA review status right now is 6, as you can see at the bottom of the list. So now to review an invoice, let's say that I pick the second invoice in this list. On clicking on that invoice in the list, the details of that invoice is open up at the bottom, and you can see that the invoice is not editable because it's been opened up in read-only mode. To now review that invoice, to start the review process, you would click on the vertical ellipses, which gives you all the actions that the current user can take on this invoice, and you would select Review as QA. Upon selecting Review as QA, you will see that that invoice is locked. As you can see by the lock icon in the list of invoices, that same lock icon also shows up at the header or the title of the invoice detail. And now you can see that there are some fields or controls that are editable by the currently logged in user. The line items in the invoice themselves are not editable, but there are some review fields that have been made available to the currently logged in user. Just with navigation in general with lists within the system, you can use this icon to hide and display the list of invoices. You can also achieve the same by clicking on the title of the page, which shows and hides the list of invoices, so you can have more vertical landscape. So now let's say that I want to review this invoice. There are 2 items in this invoice. The first item was for a procedure done on April 6th. The client name is First Client, and the procedure is a family therapy session that lasts for 37 minutes or longer. The QA process is defined by the organization. It's not something that's defined within Mallow itself. Every organization has what they check for, whether some the content of documentation that was generated for that procedure, the procedure date, the start and the end time, to make sure that whatever is being reported in the invoice matches what's on the documentation. The actual QA review process is outside the scope of Mallow or Mallow invoicing. Again, it's dependent on the rules or the process of the organization that's using Mallow. So let's say that this invoice passes the QA review process. Let's say that the first item on this invoice passes the QA review process. The QA person that's logged in would select P for pass, and then they would move on to the next item on the invoice. Let's say that this second item within the invoice passes as well. The QA review person will select P for pass. At that point in time, the QA review person can click on complete QA review. Once this is done, the invoice would then move from the QA review status to payroll ready status. So upon completing the review and every item in that invoice passes the QA review process, that invoice goes from QA review to payroll ready. If you mouse over the status indicator, you would see when that invoice achieved the status. So let's pick another invoice, and let's say that that invoice, we're actually going to fill at least one item on that invoice. So let's say that we pick this invoice. Again, the same process. I am going to click on the vertical ellipses and select the review as QA action. So let's say that I pass the first one, pass the second one, and then I fill the second item within the invoice. Anytime a QA review person fills an item on an invoice, a comment is required. The comment will then give the owner of the invoice information about what needs to be fixed. Let's say that I, as a QA person within an organization, review this invoice against the documentation that was submitted, and maybe I found that the documentation does not specify start and end time. Please correct and resubmit. So now I've added the required comment to this line item on an invoice. Let's say that I found something else and I'd already written that comment. I can do one of two things. I can delete the comment that I previously entered. I'm not going to do that. Or I can add more comments. So I can say, let's say that, I now notice that the procedure code on documentation does not match this line item's procedure code. And then I will add a second comment. So once there are multiple comments on a line item, there is an icon that is displayed to the right of the comment submission button. So there's an add comment button and there is a show comments button. This button, on clicking on it, would expand vertically the line item so that the user can see all the comments that pertain to this line item. So now let's say that I'm ready to submit. So I will click complete review, and now this invoice goes from QA review to owner review. What does this mean? This means that the invoice has been reviewed by quality assurance, it failed the quality assurance review process, and it's gone back to the owner so that the owner can take the necessary action to fix the issues on the invoice. So at this point, I am going to log in as the owner of this particular invoice, and then I am going to fix the issues and then resubmit to QA. So on logging in as the owner of the invoice that failed QA review, I can see right on my dashboard that there is one item, one invoice that needs my attention. So to perform the corrections necessary for me as the owner of the invoice, I will go to Invoices, My Invoices, and right now, me as the owner of that invoice, there are 13 invoices in my list of invoices. Let's say that I actually wanted to just filter by invoices that needed owner review, that needed my attention. I would unselect all the checkboxes for the status filter and just leave the owner review checkbox checked. So now here I can see that there is one invoice in my list of invoices that need my attention. On clicking on that invoice, it automatically opens that invoice up for me to edit. And the comments that the QA review person has entered, the QA review user, I can see the comments here. For me to be able to see more comments, I can just click on the show comments button to see all the comments that pertain to that item. The other thing that you will notice is that the fields for each line item is editable by me since I'm the owner of the invoice. And the invoice that failed QA review is the only invoice that has this toggle field, this owner review toggle. So what does this mean? This means this toggle is specifically to let the QA review person know that I've taken the necessary steps to fix the issue when I submit the invoice, or when I resubmit the invoice. So let's say that me as the owner of the invoice, I made the corrections necessary. I edited the procedure on my documentation, again, which is outside the scope of Mallow. And then I specified the start and end time of the procedure on my documentation. Once I'm done with those corrections, I will toggle this owner review toggle button right here, and then I would complete owner review. If I do not take the action to toggle this button, I will not be able to submit the invoice. On clicking on complete owner review, I get an error within Mallow saying that there's some required fields that need my attention. So on clicking the toggle button, now I'm able to complete owner review, and this invoice goes back to QA. So the invoice went from owner review back to QA. So now I will log back in as the quality assurance person so that I can complete QA review for that particular invoice. So as a QA person, I'm returning to the system. I'm logging back into Mallow, and I am going back to the list of invoices that require QA review. The invoice that previously needed owner review, I'm going to reopen that invoice. And since I previously passed the first two items, my past status is still present on those items. The one that I failed, I can still see that it's in failed status. Now, as a QA review person, my previously entered comments, I can verify within the documentation that accompanied this line item on the invoice that the procedure code has been corrected, that the start and end time has been corrected. Again, the QA review check is outside of Mallow. It's defined by the organization that uses Mallow. Some organizations may choose to keep their documentation on paper. They may use another tool for generating notes or documentation for a procedure. So now let's say that as a QA review person, I've confirmed that these issues have been fixed. I flip the review radio field back to pass, and I click on complete QA review, And now the invoice goes from QA review to payroll ready. To go back to our life cycle diagram, this invoice that I worked on is now in payroll ready status, which means that the payroll person is now ready to tally up the pay for the line items that are on the invoice, and then to set a pay date when that invoice is going to be paid to the clinician or the direct care staff that submitted the invoice.